Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Oge and I'm reaching from Abuja, Nigeria. I make videos on healthy living, great recipes, and of course how to achieve all of this on a budget without having necessarily needing to dip deep into your pockets. So in this video, I would like to show you how to make tomato paste using dried tomatoes and tatashe. This is dried tomatoes. I reside in Abuja, so they measure by mudu. Each of them is 1 mudu and it costs about 1,200 naira thereabout for each of them. So if you're looking for a healthy way to have your tomato paste, this is one way to go, and it's very nice, and it's even safer. And what I mean is there are no preservatives, it's just dried product. All you need to do is wash them properly, because that's the downside of it, can carry some sand, so you need to wash it up to 3 times with salt, and then you blend and store. You can always use it as you wish, you can always use it when you're ready to use, but I prefer to make it easy for me so that whenever I need it, I just go to my freezer, pick it up, defrost it, and then use as I please. For extra texture, you can add some corn starch, because they normally add cornstarch to the tin tomatoes or the tomato paste, normally the regular tomato paste you buy. So this can be very peppery, especially the tatashe, so that's why I'm having to wear gloves, although it's very uncomfortable having, because you won't get to dig deep into the nooks and crannies of the tatashe and pepper, having to wash them. So that's why I'm using a glove. Our doctors and nurses in the house, you guys are trying. I don't know how you cope with hand glove. How do you, because when wearing hand glove, you don't feel the things you're doing well, so I've had to pull out the hand glove because I wasn't feeling what I was doing, and then I'm having to wash my hand. This really hurt me after I was done with the tatashe, because it's pepperish and all that. So the idea at this stage is soft. By the time I wash the second time and the third time, it's going to get really soft. But at this stage, you want to wash each and every one of them one by one if it is possible. If not, you just soak in salt so that the debris and the sand will settle. I'm going to be showing you what the sand looks like when I'm done. So I'm washing now, and I'm putting into another bowl, and I'm going to be washing till I'm done with everything I'm making. I'm washing. So I'm done with the first washing. I'm done with the first wash. Yes guys, I'm done with the first wash. So I'm going to be changing that water and then washing the second time. Meanwhile, look at all that stuff, look at all the dirt, all the sand inside. Even underneath the water, there's still more sand. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's how much sandy this is. By the way guys, the flavor that comes with this is very rich. You won't even know you're using dried tomatoes. Yes, that's all the sand. This is the first wash, so that's how much sand you can get in it. That is basically the only downside I see to this. If you're working on, because one of the things you need to do to live healthy is to stop using products that have preservatives. So this is why I'm telling you this. If you want to, I still use tin tomatoes. I still use tomato paste, store-bought, preserved ones. Yes, but this is an option if you are looking for ways to reduce preservatives. Yes guys, so I do this occasionally. I don't do it all the time. When I have the opportunity, I do it. So guys, let me know what you think about this, guys. So I'm washing the second time. This time I'm using a bigger bowl so I'll be able to do a lot at the same time. Once again, I'm trying to wash as much as I can with some salt. Try to get deep into the holes, because you know by the time they are drying, they shrink and they cluster together. So you want to like try to separate them. Although by the time you're washing for the second and third time, by then you're going to have all of them would have like started to constrict. They contract when they shrink and they dry, but by the time you put water, they constrict, like they expand, something like that. So by that expansion, the sand starts to come out and it's easier to get the sand out. So keep watching. When I go to buy these dry tatashe and tomatoes, you see people coming to ask for 100 naira worth of dry tomatoes or 100 naira worth of dry tatashe, and you'll be amazed that this 100 naira or 200 naira worth of dry tomatoes can actually make stew that can last a few days, depending on how many, of course, you are eating it, and then how watery you want your stew to be. That's how rich this dry tomato and tatashe is. By the way, you can even use your dry tatashe for your moi moi. It's not going to be as bright as when you have your fresh tatashe, but it's that rich. I'm done with this set again. I want to say a big thank you to you guys, and I want to appreciate you for your support and your love towards me. Please drop your comments below if you have questions regarding this video. If you have any more questions or you have comments, please make it in your comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. To also share with your friends so that they can always reach out and they can always get to know things that I share on the blog, on this video. I've had to rinse all of them. I repeated the same process for the tatashe, for what I did for tomatoes for the tatashe, and I did one more rinse so that everything was absolutely, all the sand was out. So I've gone to grind it using a commercial blender, and this is what you have, guys. This is after, you know how they do it, they add some water. Water was just to help it. Look at that. Can you beat that? This is ogbonge tomato paste, you know. So I'm going to be freezing. This is going to last me for, you know, if I'm using just this without any form of tin tomato, this is going to last me for more than a month, trust me. Of course, I'm going to be supplementing that with fresh tomato. Don't forget what I said earlier. So I'm going to be preserving all of this. I have 2 big bowls, 4 big bowls and a couple more others. I may not let's see what we can fit into these bowls. I plan to store them so that in quantities that I can use per use. Like each time I want to use, I just bring out the bowl and then defreeze and use. That's how I plan to store them. So I'm also having to put some in this particular bowl for my jollof rice. The reason I packed them in a smaller container. So look at all that goodness. I'm intentionally using this spoon that has depth so that I'll be able to like measure to make sure that I have the same quantity for the same uniform, the same size of bowls. So I'm done, guys, and I'm just wrapping up. So I'm packing everything, covering all of them to freeze. I hope this video is able to help you in one way or another to learn how to eat healthy and also how to save cost while doing it. Please let me know if you do by giving me a thumbs up, and then comment below so I can know what your thoughts are. If you have any idea you want me to, or anything you want me to talk about, please feel free to share. I'll see you in another video. Bye.